Oh, Meg.
Jen.
Going somewhere?
I'm, moving out, actually. How's Dusty?
He is recovering. Physically. Emotionally, it's still going to take some time.
Well, it's hard to imagine what it must have been like to be a prisoner for all that time.
Yeah, well, he's trying not to think about the hell that Emily put him through.
Easier said than done.
Yeah. Well, Emily is a sick woman, and she needs some help, and there's nothing that any of us can do except try to move on, which is obviously what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm trying.
I think that's great. Really, I think a new town, new life, fresh start.
I'm leaving the hotel, Jen, but I'm not leaving town.
Oh.
Well, you might as well hear it from me. Paul and I found a place. We're moving in together.
You're having a baby?
Yes.
Why? What happened?
I'm allowed to change my mind, aren't I?
We talked about this.
Well, I've had a lot of time to think about it.
We agreed. Even Susan, even your mother thinks that having an abortion is the only real option here.
The only real option for you?
No, for everyone.
I've been through hell over this. It's all I could think about all night, and I have decided I can't go through with it.
Emily, you listen to me.
No, you listen to me. I want this baby, and I'm going to have it.
Well, I hope for everyone's sake that I can talk you out of it.
Whose idea was it for you to move in together, yours or Paul's?
What difference does it make?
Obviously none, I guess, because you two always do whatever you want anyway, without any thought about how it affects anyone else.
This move only affects Paul and me.
You really think that?
You know, I realize I'm not one of your favorite people.
And you're surprised after the hell that you put me through?
All I can say is I'm sorry.
Obviously, because that's all you ever say, and it rings hollow every single time.
Okay, so how can I prove myself to you, Jen? What do I have to do to get you to forgive me?
Finding a way to forgive you is not a priority of mine.
It is for me. I want to make amends whatever way I can.
And moving in with my brother, is that part of your plan?
Paul and I found a connection. He's trying to move on as well, and he's also trying to make up for what he did to you.
Is he now?
He got Dusty back for you. I mean, that's something.
Yeah.
Look, I know underneath it all there's a lot of anger and hurt, but you still love him. Come on, he's your brother. Cut him some slack.
And because you're moving in with him, I'm supposed to cut you some slack. Is that right?
No. I need to earn it, and I'm going to try. Look, all Paul and I want is a shot at some happiness, just like you and Dusty.
Oh, no. No, don't compare us. Dusty and I have been through hell, and even after all that, we've never harmed anyone else. But you and Paul, you can even try to rationalize making Emily give up her baby just so you can get what you want. Now, how sick is that? I'm not going to talk me out of it. I'm still going to try.
Okay. Can you tell me, though, what changed your mind?
A lot of things. Seeing Jennifer with Johnny, mostly.
Jennifer told you should have this baby.
No. No, we just talked about her son, mainly. And that how all rights that the child never should have been born.
Well, Craig Montgomery is his father.
Yes. But she didn't see it like that. She loves him now. He's his own person.
Jennifer's in denial. She thinks that Craig Montgomery is going to step back into her life sometime soon.
Yeah, she knows that it's a possibility, but she doesn't live in fear of it.
Well, maybe she should.
What are you saying? I should be afraid of you?
No, I'm not saying that.
Because we're not alike. We're not like Jennifer and Craig. You want nothing to do with this child, right? So I have nothing to worry about.
No, I think you've got a great deal to worry about, but not that from me, no.
Well, I'm ready to face anything. You know why? This child's going to give me hope. Just like Johnny gave Jennifer hope.
Okay. Jennifer is not facing the same kind of obstacles that you're facing.
I realize that. It's not like the baby's going to be born tomorrow, and I'm getting better every day.
Physically, yes, but emotionally, Emily, come on. How can you even contemplate having a child when it's going to take every ounce of energy that you have just to keep your head above water? You are going to prison. that is going to be an adjustment it's going to be brutal.
Maybe.
Definitely. Who is going to raise this child when you are in jail?
Well, it's sure not going to be you. Frankly, I don't want you anywhere near my child. As far as I'm concerned, you can turn around and walk out the door right now, and you'll never have to see me or our baby ever again.
Emily chose to end the pregnancy. And Paul didn't try to influence her. And I didn't even know about it till after she made her decision.
Oh, but you have to admit that her decision solves a lot of problems for you and Paul.
It's a baby that neither parent planned on, Jennifer. And neither parent is in a position to take care of it, especially Emily. This is the right choice that she's made for herself.
If she's making it for the right reasons.
She came to it on her own.
Really? How do you know that? Were you with Paul when he found out? Can you be sure that he didn't pressure her into doing this?
He would never do that.
Oh, no, because Paul doesn't influence anybody about anything, ever.
He's trying not to make the same mistakes he made.
You know what I think he's trying to do is to clean up a mess. He doesn't want Emily to have this baby because he doesn't want to be tied to her forever, because it would be inconvenient now that he has you in his life.
Did you maybe consider that Emily doesn't want to be tied to Paul either? And that's why she's choosing not to have this baby?
I ran into Emily at the hospital, and I had Johnny with me. You didn't see the look in her eyes, Meg, when she saw my son. It is obvious that she wants this child.
I'm sure it wasn't an easy decision, but that doesn't mean that it wasn't right.
It doesn't mean that it wasn't forced either. Trust me, Meg. The most dangerous thing that you could do is to start blindly trusting Paul, because he always has an agenda. Always. And someone always ends up getting hurt. And who's to say that this time it's not going to be you?
You haven't answered me. If you go to jail, who is going to look after this baby?
I haven't worked out all the details.
This isn't just hiring some local babysitter. You're going to need a lot of support, Emily.
And I'll get it. Don't you remember what you said to me when I was up on that cliff ready to jump off? You said that I wasn't alone in this world, that there are people who love me, even though you don't.
Loving you is one thing. Having the responsibility of raising your child while you're doing time for kidnapping is something else entirely.
I'm sure my mother will manage.
How? She has a job. Raising a baby, it's a full-time gig. You know that.
She'll do just fine. She helped me out a lot when Daniel was a little baby. We'll figure it out.
You have to realize that there is only one reasonable solution for all of this.
I'm not getting rid of this baby.
Will you please just think about it for just a little while longer?
I have, and I've made up my mind. I need this baby.
Why?
Because it will give me a reason for living. God, don't you remember what you said to me up on that cliff when you were trying to save my life? You told me that there was hope, Paul, even for someone like me.
But there is hope. And I really hope that you do find peace. Have you thought about your son? Have you thought about how all of this is going to affect Daniel?
Don't bring him into this. You were the one who brought him here. You brought him here to show me that children make life worth living. Don't do that. You can't play it both ways.
I am just trying to make you see that this is about more than just you.
I know that. You're the one who can't seem to see the other things that it's about. It's about hope and salvation. I mean, forget the fact that I survived the fall. There's a reason this child survived the fall. It's a sign. It's a miracle, Paul. It's a sign that says that life is meant to go on. And you're either too scared or too selfish to see that.
You can't be here. You have to go.
Emily, Dr. Schiller is ready for you. I'm not going there with him.
Oh, honey, I know you're scared, but it's going to be okay. And I'll be right by your side.
You're not hearing me. I'm not going to have an abortion.
Why not? What changed? What did you say to her?
I've been trying to convince her for 20 minutes. I only hope that you have better luck. I pray, Susan, that you can convince her that having this baby is a huge mistake.